Well, good morning, Molly Gordon. How are you doing this morning? You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Yes, it's working again. Damn straight. So, I don't know what it was. Uh, I have no idea. Had to have been something with YouTube. So, nose is itching. Oh. But I'm glad you're all here. Did you guys miss me yesterday? Well, you couldn't have missed me. I was on Bobby's, but did you miss my stream? I guess. And isn't she, Bobby? Looking lovely as ever. How's Tammy? Is she still a vision of sunshine? I don't even know who's all doing live streams this morning. I never even checked. So, I was more worried about getting mine up and running than anything else. So, well, she should be better than good. She should be great. No school again today because it rained last or yesterday. Yeah, hey, warmed up and rained, and then it froze. Now we got ice all over all the streets. So even the back roads. So they called no school last night at 10 o'clock. Yeah. Well, thank you, Molly. You know I try. Oh. Are you still here, Ozark? Well, it says 3 people watching. Only 2 of them are talking. So the rain is here. Okay. Has anybody seen Picker Rick? I haven't got a notification or seen that he's done anything for I don't know 4 or 5 days. I's here. There you go, Junkyard. I's here. Always a pleasure, Junkyard. Always a pleasure. Now, I'm not Mr. Pislosi. So you may be Mr. Pislosi, not me. Good morning, Brad. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Oh. RV Lucky, you're still alive. Congratulations. Oh. No, I'm not. Can you imagine? There's a Mrs. Pelosi and then there has to be a Mr. Pelosi. I feel sorry for that guy. I really do. My condolences to him. I pray for that guy every night. Great to be here. I'm glad you are here. So. I don't know, in about a half an hour or so, I'll start, if you guys want to come on up, I'll start inviting. So, yeah, I figured out the problem. It was YouTube. I was on Facebook, and there was a few other people on Facebook saying they couldn't get on YouTube either. So it wasn't just me. It had to have been a glitch with YouTube. It wasn't everybody. It was just so many different channels. So, I even went out, signed back in, shut the computer completely down. I did everything. I refreshed and everything. So, RV Lucky, how you feeling, man? Good to see you here. Always a pleasure to have you. One of the wisest men on YouTube. So, that's a pretty big undertaking. I think it's pretty cool. It is done. I got to get it racked. It's fine sitting there. I just got to get it racked. When I rack it, I wash out the container. I'm going to start my next batch. So I should do that today. But it's a long, drawn out process to rack. You rack it, then you got to rack it again. And, basically anymore, I'm to the point where I might just pull one more bottle out of it and dump it. So, because when you rack it, like I said, it's a 2 or 3 day process. You rack, and well, actually, it's longer than that. It's about a week process. You rack it, then you let it set for a week, let it settle, then you rack again. Well, that's because you won't move to Michigan. I damn sure ain't moving to California. So. I'll go with you. Hell, just stay right there, junkyard. I'll take it out. And I know exactly what you mean by jackhammer. I had a wisdom tooth, and they couldn't get it out. The first dentist, he tried to pull it out, and he started jerking and jerking and pulling and pulling. I had my hands on the arms of the dentist chair. And I'm sitting there holding on, and I'm going like this and like this and like that. Next thing you know, I jerked the arm of the dentist chair clean out. I mean, I broke that steel shaft right off inside the brain. So, I thought you should go with me. I know I don't want to go for you. Anyways, they sent me to an oral surgeon, and I had to wait a week to get in. So here I am living with this pain for another week. And they take me in there, and they said, huh. Next thing you know, this guy takes out a chisel about this long and about this, just a little bit bigger than a pencil. And he says, hold still. He put that on there, whack, turned it, whack, and pulled the tooth out in 4 pieces, roots and all. And let me tell you something. You ain't never, even with Novocaine, you ain't never felt pain when somebody hits a chisel and a hammer inside your mouth. So, that's right. Then again, junkyard, if you need that taken out, come see your buddy Iron Dog. He'll take it out for you. The $600 crown for sale dirt cheap. No. Yeah, really. They're around 2,500 bucks per set here. Oh. Mr. Mock, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Oh yeah, oh yeah. How you doing? Oh yeah. Nice to have you here. Looking lovely as ever. Oh yeah. I'll do a video if I pull his teeth out. You'll see me. I'll have one knee on his forehead and the other one on his chin, and I'll be. That's right. Oh. Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. So glad to see you here. Let's see. I had a technical glitch yesterday, so hopefully that'll never happen again. I don't understand it, but I have no idea who. Oh yeah is. But they're welcome, and they're probably thinking, who the f is Big Steve? So, everybody's welcomed. So $3.95. Gene sent me 3 photos. Save Maximilian Muzz. Weeks of February gets here. Okay. What's 3 weeks of February? Hey, let's see. Show you the pictures that Gene sent. I'm so proud of myself. I cut back to 1 cup a day. I'm glad, Gene. That is absolutely cool right there, man. I do. I love the ship squeal. That's pretty cool. Oh, and it'll warm up, and it ain't cold down here, Bobby. Ritten, good morning. How are you doing? And you're looking lovely as ever too, Ritten. Nice to have you here. So, and congrats on your, your being under review. You're a big ship fan there, Big Steve? Where you go? Sitting at the dock of the bay, watching the ships sail away. Sitting at the dock of the bay every day. Oh. I can't whistle. Well, see, I was caught up during the big rush, and it was 6 months. So, or close to 6 months. I got there 4 days after the deadline, and I didn't get it till the end of June. So, I think the deadline was what, January 23rd or something like that. So. Can you do Orange Justice? I have no idea what Orange Justice is. Yeah, so, but I mean, there's not the big rush now. There was like 5 million people waiting to do that. So yours probably won't take but a couple of weeks. I just heard somebody else got it the other day, and Bobby Sprinkle. It didn't take him very long. So. Yeah, wants to be a gangster on that Facebook page. Yeah, him and Kaput. Oh, damn it. Gotta get back in and open up the chat again. I hit the wrong. I hate it when I do that. I hit the wrong button. There it is. Don't you just hate that when that happens? Oh. No. I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't gonna get monetized. And unless you get a disclaimer, they're gonna shut your channel down now that you're monetized. So you can't play music no more. So yeah, put your shirt on now, Steve. See, they do it by the month now, Mr. Written. So excuse me, y'all. I gotta powder my nose. Yeah. Thanks for waiting. Aw, telling you what a dingleberry you are, Mr. Mock. It was a disturbing day. I bet it was. Good morning, Kevin. Every month you get it. So every month they go through the ones for the month, and it takes about a month. So that's what I'm assuming he's talking about. That's right. Oh, I'm working on my second pot of coffee already. Been ongoing everything ever since. That's right, Kevin. Oh. Right. Vampira, you're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. It's going good, Vampira. It's going good. Nice to see you. You're looking lovely as ever. And once you start a habit, it's hard to stop. That's right. Well, you're welcome. Doing okay. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Sewing mittens in chat. Bandana Grandma is live. I haven't gotten one notification of her in a long time. Hitting on your wife, you're honored. Well. Now, if I get my wife to quit hitting on me, ooh, 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 ooh. You're a dork. That's funny. Yeah. I'll let you guys all know a little secret. Treasure them, because if you don't, somebody else will. So. Oh, I know. I like it. It's one way of getting attention. Excuse me? That's right. So, anybody do anything exciting yesterday? Yeah, that's what she told me. She was watching it. I think I was out and about. So the table's never big enough. That's right. Did you guys see where the Senate come up with a resolution to pay all the federal employees, to give them a paycheck, even though the government's shut down, to pay them right now, to give them a paycheck? Every Republican voted for it. Not a single Democrat voted for it. So what's that tell you? They don't care about anybody. All they want is enough of them illegal aliens to get in here so they can keep being a Democrat, so they can keep in office. You went and got more dolls and repaired them? Well, that's pretty cool. You worked out so long yesterday, your bones hurt today? Well, that's good. No pain, no gain. That's what they say, Vampire. Huh? So I must be gaining all the time because I'm always in pain. So. Well, you're ahead of schedule. Is the upper class say? You're ahead of schedule. And by the way, good morning, Gene Chambers. And Tammy Sprinkle, you're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. You got 2 new tires, an oil change, groceries, and a haircut, several drinks. There you go. Well, congratulations. You're a multitasker there, Kevin. You did a lot. He forgot to tell you, though, he went to Walmart Supercenter, had the tires changed, the oil changed, and got groceries while he was there and a haircut. And the only place he had to go drive was to the bar. That that would have been funny. And you visited your mom? Well, that was pretty cool. Now, see, Kevin, you could have done that all at Walmart and even got the drinks there. You could have went right to the liquor aisle, and just, grabbed the bottle and opened it up and started drinking, and on your way out, pay for everything. You got 3 videos done, and you got a ton to do yet. Okay. And up the drink. That's funny. Well, you're welcome. I was on the auction site yesterday that I normally go to see if anything's going on. Um, didn't see anything I wanted, so I have to check back next week and see if there's anything new going up. Phone's on autocorrect. Okay. That's right. Well, you know, the super centers, they got a tire center there. They do oil changes and they change tires. We got one here. They change tires, put batteries in, change oil, everything. They also have a hair salon there, so you can get your hair done. You can get your hair done, get glasses, pick up a prescription, get your groceries, and get your alcohol all in one stop. And you can even pay your bills there. So, and you can get a sub sandwich if you want from Subway and Pizza Hut. They're both in there. All right, there, Vampiro. You have a great day. Be careful. Always a pleasure to have you. You only went to Walmart for groceries, so. But the kids don't have school here today. They didn't have it yesterday because of ice. Then it rained last night. Then it froze again, so there's ice again. So. No, wait a minute. It didn't rain last night. What it did is it got up to like 38 or something like that. All the stuff melted, making the roads all wet. Well, then it got to freezing temperatures last night, and now they're all froze again. So. No one buys new tires here. Yeah. That's right. And you get your nails done and everything. They're a one-stop shop if you like going there. I've been to Walmart. They've been here for 20 years or better. Or better. I'm thinking close to 25 years. And I've been there. Yeah, they've been here longer than that because they were here before my son was born. And I probably haven't been there 15 times. So. They don't have a Pizza Hut or a Subway? Well, some of them got McDonald's in them. Some of them's got their Burger Kings. You know, this has got the Pizza Hut and then it's got a Subway in it. So, but they have them nice bunches of bananas right at the door as you're walking out, so you can grab yourself a nice fruit snack on the way out the door. Yeah, they voted against it. Yeah. I've been waiting for somebody to say that. Hey, I thought they were complimentary on the way out. Why would you put bananas right at the door? Oh. Now, see, we had a regular Walmart, and then I went to a superstore because they were trying to force out all the other stores out here. Okay. Hmm. You got two Walmarts within 3 miles of each other? They probably do. They probably do, junkyard. They're, I think, 6 or 8 cents a pound cheaper than anybody else around here. But I don't go to a Walmart just to buy bananas, so. Um, Lots of lesbians in here. They find it appealing, Kevin. They do. When I was in Peabody, Massachusetts, I used to go to a strip joint down there called DB's Golden Banana. And I thought, what the heck does a banana have to do with that? Because I was young and naive. I was just a kid. My former self. Just a young buck. Barely old enough to drink. I found out what that golden banana went. Conversion therapy. Now you know. Yes, sir. Now I know. Hey, give me a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. I tell you what, I was there watching it, and I seen this woman bend over and she winked at me. How do you do that? Evidently, she figured out how. That's how you 7-Eleven across the road from each other, dog. That's right. I used to live right across the street from a 7-Eleven. It was pretty cool. I could, 2 o'clock in the morning if I wanted to, I could get up, walk across the street, and, get me a tube of Rolaids or anything else I needed. So. It tickles so good here, I'll know for sure. Yeah, either foot-long hot dogs. You guys hear that? That was my good knee popped. So your house number was 710. There you go. No. It wasn't 710. All right there, Brad. You have yourself a great day, man. Take care. East Dad. Good morning. Nice to have you here. So, does anybody want to come up on the panel? Anybody? Bueller. Good morning, Christy. You were late. Do you have a reason for being late? Was you trying to shut your bedroom window? Have you tried a hammer? Did you get it shut? Better question. And you are looking bubbly as ever. That's right. She is, Bobby. Yeah, don't open it again. Don't. Do not open it again. At least until spring. Put a fan in the bedroom if you need air. Put a fan. Just get the fan blowing. It don't even have to be pointed on you. You know, moving air. That's the best. We got three fans in the bedroom. One on her, one on me, and the ceiling fan. So. About, I don't know, every 2 or 3 weeks, I take the fans all outside, hook up my air compressor, blow them clean, you know, knock all the dust off them. It's surprising how much dust you can get on a fan blade while it's moving. I always thought stuff didn't get dusty if it was moving, but no, it does. The applause kept you awake. Well, you know. Yes, I did. I put that out too. Yeah. Federal government, state government, you, and then the local government. That's what happens. Mr. Jixer. Good morning. How are you doing? You're looking lovely as ever. Did you get your coffee made? Did you French press it? I tell you what, I've seen your thing. How do you press it? I tell you what, though, that is a nice coffee urn. I'm telling you. I know it's on my Facebook. I shared it this morning. I'll bring it up and show it to you. It is funny. Can't show you that. That's naughty. There you go. Federal government, state government, you, and the local government. Kind of puts it in perspective, doesn't it? And there you go. There's Pelosi's broom. I don't know. You guys are, when I click on this, you're going to see exactly what I'm seeing because I haven't seen them either. This isn't my stuff. So, there you go. Better stop. Never can tell what could be next. So, I'm going to get. That was funny. You're pressing it now? Okay. Well, I just showed them all the junkyard so they can figure it out. Yeah. And the hits keep on coming. You got to wonder what the state government thought when it was doing the U, when the federal government come up and walked up behind it. Ooh, that's right. Yep, yep. They're selling IKEA selling lesbian beds. Yeah, there's no nails or screwing. It's just all tongue and groove. I seen you get a kick out of that one. Yeah. Oh, I see what you did there. Good morning. You don't have school today, you know that, don't you? Yeah. Okay. That's right. No nuts or screwing involved, just all tongue and groove. I do have to go to the store today. We're having a boiled dinner tonight for dinner, so I got to pick up some cabbage and some carrots. I really don't. We like to put fresh carrots in that because it cooks so long. I've got jars and jars and jars of boiled carrot or canned carrots, but they would never last the cooking 5-6 hours. They would just disintegrate. Bless you. No. And I did lots of carrots different. I did 40 quarts. And what I did is I sliced them. And then I did chunks. And then I did like half carrots, Yeah, they all taste the same. By the time you put the cinnamon and what else you put in it, nutmeg and all the other stuff in there, it basically comes out the same flavor. I've never heard of carrot pie, but I bet that's good. I have to do a video downstairs of the pantry. I've got apples down there. I've got pears down there, onions, potatoes. Or you can just order a pie at the tavern. There you go. Just saying. That's right. Oh. I want to start getting some, if I could buy bulk carrots. I want to start putting some carrots down there. I got shelves, and I just had some racks put down there so I can put stuff on racks. And what I do is I take newspapers and I put them down, and then I put the stuff on the newspapers. And I got a fan that's on a timer down there, and it runs and it blows air against them, and it dries the stuff out. Keeps the stuff dry. That's you want to dry the skins off, and then once you get the skin completely dry, it'll last for a long time. I've never heard of vinegar pie or sheep shower pie. Never. Oh. Hmm. They do. They like bubble bass better, Kevin. No. Huh. They look like four-leaf clovers, all single stalks. No, I'm going to have to Google it. I've never even heard of it there, Harvey. Hmm. Is it tasty or is it just a meal to get you through? At least the ones you dated. That's right. Kevin. Sure glad. That's right. I'm glad you got a peel on them too. No, I've never heard of grape pie, possum. I've never even heard of possum grapes. See, that's what it's nice about RV. You know, the guy's got a vast wealth of knowledge, man. So grape pie out of possum grapes. Never too old to learn. You're right. I've never even seen possum grapes, so I have to check that out. So, but anyways, down in the pantry, I got roughly, I don't know, 30 or 40 pounds of potatoes. I got probably 25 or 30 pounds of onions. 10 pounds of pears or so, and 10 pounds of apples. I want to put some carrots down there. I'm down there almost every day, so I'm checking it. Um, I got I put the onions and the potatoes on a flat rack and I let them dry. And then once they're dry, I put them in a milk crate with a newspaper in there. Um, the apples I have in a fabric breathable tote bag. I've got newspaper under them, and then I've got newspaper lightly covering them, and I got the fan on them. So same way with the pears, I have them in a ventilated basket with newspaper on them and slightly covering them. So that's right. You have vast wealth of knowledge, but you make it up as you go along. There you go. That's right. Well, we're going to have a boiled dinner with roast beef in it. And there's, I think, I have I had a roast and it only weighs a couple of pounds, and then I had some stew meat. So we got that out yesterday, and I'm thinking about just leaving the stew meat out of it. I've got a rib roast out there, and I have um, a brisket out there. And I'm thinking about just taking the brisket, bringing that in, or the rib roast, one or the other, and using that instead. And then I will make out of the stew tips. Um, I will make chili again with those. Yeah, flat rack. Yeah, that's an oxymoron. That's right. I notice all the old recipes. Yeah, they are. I've got uh, I've got cookbooks that are over 100 years old with a bunch of stuff in it. And every once in a while, well, she'll go through them and look, and see if something, and say, well, that looks good. Let's make that. So, a lot of times you got to figure out what they're talking about because, uh, um, instead of baking soda, they say soda for bacon, or start. You need corn powder, which is cornstarch. You got to figure out what the recipe is actually talking about. So, and some of the stuff you can't find no more. Some of the ingredients. So, like eye of newt and frog's hair and stuff like that. It's just hard to find. Okay, did anybody want to come up on the panel? Lamb's quarter. It's a lamb's quarter is a weed, right? I've never had it, but I know what I think I'm talking about. Isn't it a weed? You can give me that drink. Okay. I don't even think I've ever had a polk salad, but I think I know what it is. But grab a dog. That's right. That's my hot dog stand. So, Juan Floyd, good morning. Nice to see you, man. Good to see you. I bet it has. Aspidity? No, I have never heard of it. I'm going to go on a limb and say it's aspidity. Aspidity. I've never heard of it. Now, the post oak grapes, didn't they grow up on trees? The vine, wiggled its way up and set up on a tree or whatever. If it's correct, I think I remember that when I was a kid. So. There's a lot of stuff now, or there's a lot of stuff that was then that isn't now. So, look at the mushrooms. Yeah. It's hard to find a good psychedelic mushroom anymore. Oh, the colors, the colors. Yeah. Hey, I was showing my wife, a few years ago, I guess it was. We get them little bitty purple flowers in the yard. Yeah, they get about this tall, then they get mowed over. Well, they have little flowers on them. And I was showing them to her. And she said, "What about it?" I said, "You can eat those." "Oh, no, you can't." I picked it up and ate it. "Yeah, you can." I had to wipe the dog turd off it, though, but I ate it. She says, "That's sick." I said, "Let me tell you something. They're edible." And then in our backyard back here behind the house, we had the biggest strawberry patch you've ever seen. There must be 50,000 wild strawberry plants back here. They get about the size of an eraser. That's about it. I don't know what they call them, but they look like strawberries. They have no flavor, but you can eat them. So. Linda tried to outbuy me at the Dollar Tree yesterday. Yeah. Well, that's good. If she do a video, I have to check it out. I love Dollar Trees, man. I do. In fact, I got to go to the store today and get cabbage, and I got to get some carrots. And then I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree, which is across the street, and I'm going to buy, I don't know, 4 quarts of beef broth. I've already got a couple, but I'll buy, I don't know, 4 quarts of that and some beef bouillon. And actually, I'll go there first to make sure they have it. And then if they got it, I'll buy it. And if they don't, then I have to pick it up at the store. Oh my God. What did it do, Gene? Did it flat wear out? So. I do too. I got to put this outside in the garage on the shelf, but I keep a spare pod too, Gene, just for such an emergency. That's right. Well, RV, Congress yesterday put out a bill to pay every federal employee back pay right now to get them some money. Every Republican congressman voted for it. The Democrats in Congress, none of them voted for it. Yeah. So figure it out. Do they really want to open the government? No, they don't. Remember when you were young and you took all your dollar bills to a different state? Yes, I do. It was called DB's Golden Banana. No. And they used to have a strip joint here in town, and it was called, let me think. Hell, I'm drawing a blank now. I can't even remember. You rebuild it 3 times, time to replace it. Okay. I can't remember what it was called now. But one day we were sitting there at the restaurant, and all of a sudden the manager or the owner come in. He was breathing kind of heavy, sat down, ordered a breakfast and coffee, and I'm sitting there watching, this guy. Oh, what the hell? Next thing you know, sirens and everything else. Yep. He burned his own place down for the insurance money. I'm thinking hard, Bobby, and I'm getting a headache. Uh, Young poke salad is good. You boil and change the water 3 times and fry it in bacon grease. Good eating. There you go. Um, I can't remember the name of it. But the only thing it was topless. That's all it was. I don't know which ones are which ones either. That's why I buy my mushrooms at the store. I want to buy a book or get a book on mushrooms, so I can learn. I have and there's YouTube channels, mushroom channels and stuff like that. You'll take an aspirin, that might help. Yeah, it might. Um, I would love to grow. I'd love to get some wild onions growing. You know, another thing, um, sunchokes. Sunchokes are got a nutty. I guess they got a nutty flavor. They're sort of like a potato, but you can plant sunchokes in your yard or in your garden or whatever, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. You plant them 1 year, let them start growing. You dig up a few, and then the rest of them keep multiplying, and they'll keep growing. Thing of it is, you want to keep them. They're an invasive plant. They'll keep growing. They'll take over. So what you want to do is when they start growing, and you want to keep them in a certain area, you start digging up the area that you don't want them to be in and picking those out. So yes, sounds like a fun guy. That's right. So hopefully it'll never get to that point there, RV. So, I definitely need to. We definitely need to start watching what we are eating because there is a lot of chemicals in a lot of this stuff. So, and that's going back to what you say rationing because, 100 years ago, you were getting 8, 10 bushel to the acre of corn. Now I don't know what they're getting 80, 90, 100 bushel. I have no idea. I don't even know. But I know it's, way up there. That's why corn's so damn cheap because they can get so much per bushel or per acre. So, same way with soybeans. You know, you used to only get so much, and soybean wasn't even a commodity 100 years ago, but it is now because they found so many things to do with it. And I was watching that RFTD, Rural Farmer, whatever, and they were showing, they had the tractor pulls in Bowling Green, and they had an interview with a guy that pulls tractors, and he's from Texas, and he's a cotton farmer. And they had a video of him, out there harvesting cotton. I thought it was pretty interesting. I'd never seen it done before. Wild watercress. I've heard of those. But you can eat cattails and stuff. There's a bunch of stuff on a cattail you can eat, but you got to get them at the right time. Oh. Ramps, those are good. Those are grown out in the wild. Fiddleheads. Yeah, the girls want $5 bills now, so you don't have to choose just one. That's right. And what is this? $50 for a lap dance? Are you crazy? Otherwise, they scratch you. Yeah. We're doing good. We're doing good, Bobby. Does anybody want to come up on the panel? I've been trying for 42 minutes to get somebody up here, so. Because today is panel day. Yesterday was panel day, but technical difficulties. Oh yeah, the ones that's got DDT in them. Yeah. Good morning, Dirty Dog Diggers. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Oh. Anyways. Look at, they all come alive when Dirty Dog Diggers comes in. Oh. Nice to have you here, Denise. Did you do something different to your hair? And by the way, you guys, Dirty Dog Diggers is a mother trucker. Yes, she is. A mother trucker. Oh, oh look at that. Big Steve come out of his coma and decided to talk again. Oh. Shout out. Yeah. Big Steve. Big Steve. Big Steve's Entertainment. Okay, that's enough shout now. And when I go today to the store. I got to pick up my stuff for the next batch of wine. So, um, that'll be pretty interesting. I think it'll work. Hopefully it will. If it don't, it don't. If it do, it do. So, I think it will. Idaho Billy says, yes, you can. Idaho Hillbilly. You can resell your used items on eBay and found treasures. Wow. I didn't know you could sell stuff on eBay. That is nice to know. Hmm. That is something there, RV. Yeah. Nowadays, that's considered a hazardous material. So, I don't know, man. Biological hazard. Could be. Um, Nobody loves you, Steve. Nobody loves me. Steve, you stand corrected. Yeah. um, I don't know. They do here in this area. They have chemicals reclamation. Every year, you can take in chemicals, and they will take care of them. So you might want to see if you can, if they have one near you. And but I don't think if it's in a steel pail, I'd be worried about starting to rust through or whatever. So your place is a hazard, but she's forgetting it. It doesn't matter, Kevin. Even if they do forget, they always will remember. They always will love you. Well, Kevin's got a nice side. Ask his grandson; he'll tell you. I don't know. Is there a lag? I don't know, Junkyard. Is there a lag? I don't know. All right, Kevin, you have yourself a great day, man. Take care. You ran him off? You made 2 gallons of wine? That's cool, RV. I'm going to make 2 gallons of wine too, but I'm not going to tell you what it is until it's well into its process. Um, I don't think anyone's ever made this before. I'm going to try it. Um, and I think it'll be pretty cool. I'm going to do a video of it. So I probably should get this wine back here racked and get it cleaned up. So. Drunk dog? No, I ain't drunk. Look at the color on that. Isn't that pretty? Mm. You drink milk from the sippy cup? You drink 2 gallons of wine? Smell that. Does that smell good? Mm. I kept coming up and missing every morning. This is a good wine. It's a cranberry. It's actually a sweet dry wine, if you can go that way. It's sweet when it touches the palate, and then as soon as it's gone, you can feel the dryness. It is good. Yeah. Huh? What? Huh? Huh? I don't know. I have no idea. 6:53. It's 7:53 here. So, um, it is good though. That kid drive me to drinking. It is good. Nice and clear. So, never make any homemade root starter out of willow tea. Okay. No, I've never made any pectin out of apple peels. Um, you can do it. I know you can do it, but it's just unless I absolutely needed it. So, persimmon tea, that's pretty good. So, a lot like root beer, yeah. Hmm. This is pretty good, man. You guys don't know what you're missing. A lot like root beer. No, this ain't a lot like root beer. This is some pretty good stuff. Here I am drinking. Oh, would you guys like a glass? Dip a tea bag in a jar of wine. Hmm. Never heard of it. That's got a kick. I'm thinking that's right up at 16 or 17, maybe 18%. I'm getting pretty good at evaluating percentages anymore on wine. So uh, I've got 2 jars or 2 jugs of wine outside in the garage, sitting on a table out there. They've been out there for over a year, and they're not froze. They didn't freeze last year, and they didn't freeze this year. They don't even gel up or ice up. They're running like 23%. They're close to brandy. So iced tea with a kick, yeah. Okay, everybody. I'm going to go get me another cup of coffee. I got to go in the little boys' room, and I also got to run out to the garage and get something out of the freezer, and I'll be right back. But feel free to talk about me. Does somebody want to come up and entertain the troops while I'm gone? Um, I'll send an invite to my buddy Junkyard. I know he'll come up just for the hell of it. Maybe, hopefully. Yeah, 4 minute lag. Okay. Did you try refreshing there, Junkyard? Try refreshing, Junkyard. Now you can talk about me. Bobby McNutt, you want to come up here? Okay. Uh, Let me go in here and see. Huh. It won't let me do a French thing through Google or YouTube. I'm glad they got it working so damn good here. I'm not reading your comments right now. I'm trying to get this thing so I can send out a link for friends, but it don't want to work. Sorry about that. Let me see. I think I got you, Bobby, on my Gmail. There we go. I sent you an invite there, Bobby, through your mail, your email. Bobby McNutt. You just wish you could stop at 4 ounces. There you go. Yeah, that's what you call YouTube getting better. Yeah, they don't get any better. It's getting worse. He'll be back before you see this. Did you try refreshing there, Junkyard? Must be the weather. Sorry about that. Oh. All right, well, I've got to go. I'll be right back as soon as possible. So. I sent out a couple invites. If you guys grab them, grab them. If not, I'll be back. There's Bobby. Go off on your YouTube. I'll be back.
Yeah.
There's Bobby. Yeah.
Okay. I think I got it here. Yeah, it's paused on me. Oh, dang it. Something ain't working right.
Well, I don't know how you're going to know if it is. That's what I'm saying.
No, he's gone.
Man, that might help if I turn my mic back on. How you doing there, Junkyard?
Pretty good.
Okay, wanted to make sure this thing was working right. Didn't want to work right to start with.
Dog is the one that's got the lag.
No. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't working. I figured out that I had my mic muted.
He's 4 minutes behind me.
4 minutes, huh? Yeah, you know, dog's always a little behind. Yeah, now I gotta get the chat pulled up. This just ain't going good today. Maybe I should have woke up first. Now I got it now. Thanks. Okay.
He may get drunk. He may get drunk and not come back.
Yeah, he was hitting a little early this morning. Oh gosh, I'm still trying to get myself awake. I only slept a couple hours last night. But after a little bit to drink, I'll be wide awake. I'll get a chance to say without typing it in. How you doing, Junkyard, RV? Who else is in here? There's my buddy. Where was he? Dirty Dog was here and left. Gene was here. Bobby Sprinkle was in here. Haven't seen him typing anything for a while. I sure hope he got his pink panties, or he'll get them today.
He may have went back and got to bed with Tammy.
Well, as good looking as Tammy is, I wouldn't blame him. I think that's where I'd be heading for. But Red here, she just doesn't excite me that much. So what you up to there, Junkyard?
Do what?
I said, what you been up to?
It's too cold to do anything.
It wasn't too bad here in the southern part of Ohio. It was about 40 degrees yesterday. But it rained all damn day.
I was outside 2 or 3 hours yesterday. I mean, it was pretty cool. Dang wind was blowing.
We don't get a lot of wind here because I'm surrounded by mountains, or hills. I don't know, whatever you call them.
It was about 42, but it felt like 32.
Yeah, what was that one? Because I know when I lived up on Lake Erie, I was about a block from the lake, and man, that wind will cut you in half.
See, when did I see? It rained 2 days ago. So it's still pretty wet too.
Hey Jeff, how you doing there? Jeff Scores?
It's rained every 2 or 3 days here.
Yeah, that's all we've had all winter. It seemed like all summer and all winter, just nothing but rain all the time.
That we got a little bit of sleet night before last. Not on the tail end of it is moving out, and it got cold, and we got a little sleet.
Dang, it just got daylight here. I looked outside, and I guess we got dusting the snow last night. I didn't know about. But I can see it now. Maybe a quarter inch. Not enough to worry about.
Looked like all that rain we had was moving over into Mississippi and up through y'all's country.
Yeah, it did. Well, it's like dogs getting closer.
So you can see them playing there, here. That's all there is. Right there. Well, right there, and over this way.
He's walking and drinking.
You got it. Sorry about that. Well, welcome, Junkyard. We'll Jeff Hughes, how are you doing? Oh. Oh. Good to see you.
Did you get you a snort?
No, I went and got me a cup of coffee. Had to go to the bathroom. Then I brought in a brisket. I'm gonna make that boiled dinner with brisket too, I guess. And I was looking out the kitchen window, and there's footprints in the yard. So I had my son go out and check and see if they come up to the window, in the dining room. I don't understand why there's footprints in my yard. The kids ain't been out there walking around. So.
Peeping Tom.
What's that?
Peeping Tom.
That's what I was thinking. If you come up to the window, he can't see anything, but just disturbing somebody to come up to your window and look through. No.
Yeah, it always makes you, if they came up there to try to break in or something like that, and they just listen to see if anybody was awake.
Right. Trust me, I don't sleep like normal people do, so I hear everything in the middle of the night.
This guy over here in Ballsville, he tried to do that. He got a shotgun shoved in his face.
Good.
And it blew about half his jaw off.
Yeah, there you go. What we've seen might scare them away. Yeah, could have.
That, or he heard you snoring, dog, and thought there's a bear in there.
Yeah.
What time you show there now?
Time's the show here now?
Yeah, what time?
8:14.
Okay. A while ago, you was lagging us
Huh.
by about 4 minutes. Now it seems to be the same.
Yeah. See, I have chat. When I got the chat up, I got the time. Or you hit them buttons or the three little dots over there, and it'll let it'll say timestamp. So it lets me know when somebody puts out a message.
Oh yeah, we're to the right of it.
Yeah.
He was probably feeling a little sluggish, and that gave the computer lag. That's why he went back and took a dump.
Yeah, there you go. Had to get you guys to catch up.
Yeah, so that made the computer a little bit faster.
All right.
It lightened the load.
Well, coffee is nature's laxative. So. I should have just been wearing these, and now I had to just pull down my sweatpants. Wouldn't have had to pull down the drawers.
Yeah, that's what I sent those for. You never have to pull them down.
There you go. I don't think they're going to fit, so I'm probably going to have to modify them so they will fit. But I have a special plan for them when I do this. So. Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually, since they're made in China, extra large is kind of like a medium.
Yeah. And if I don't sell a quadruple X. So.
Yeah.
It's like Walmart.
I tell you what.
You go down and look for a coat at Walmart or any kind of clothes, and they'll have a G in smalls, mediums, and maybe a few larges, but they won't ever have any of the bigger sizes.
Right. You guys should have, or yesterday after I got done at Bobby's, my granddaughter come up to me and she says, "Can you put this together?" And I thought, what the hell? If you guys heard the story about me putting my daughter's dollhouse together, light assembly required. Okay. The light was spelled L-I-T-E. Well, evidently they didn't know how to spell, because I figured it was because it had electrical lights in it. You had to wire all that. Well, you had to shove these little wires through these little holes and stuff like that, and you had to wire these little bitty lights up to to 2D batteries. I started like at 9 o'clock Christmas Eve, and I got done at 5 o'clock Christmas morning putting this thing together. You don't know how many times I wanted to throw this damn thing away. Well, I got this thing for my granddaughter brought this thing up. It's a convenience store, and it said light assembly required. I thought, oh my God. It didn't have any lights in it, but this thing took me 2 hours to put together. And I decided right then and there when I was putting it together that when I put it together, it was going together with super glue because I'm not putting it together 20 different times. Because you know how kids they'll slam it down and part will fall off it. So I started, after I got everything set, I started super gluing everything together. It took me 2.5 hours to put it together. So, but it turned out pretty good. So,
When I was in college, I had a electrical class. You had this big panel set up, pegboard. You had to wire up a 3-way switch, lights and stuff. And, you know, it was easy for me. This guy next to me, he never could get, it had a fuse on it, had a circuit breaker. And the teacher come by and he would check everything. Your lights had to work from 2 different switches and it couldn't trip the circuit breaker. Well, this guy next door to me, next to me, he wired his up. Every time he turned it on, it'd throw that circuit breaker. He never could get it right. So anyway, he come by and checked mine. He said, "You're good, tear it down." And he walked off. So the guy next to me, I said, "Let me see your board." I said, "His board over here," and I tore his down, and he got my board, and he hollered at the teacher to come back and check his again. And his passed that time.
Huh.
I never would have got that.
Yeah, but now you got an electrician out there that's burning houses down.
Yeah.
Thanks, John Cameron. Yeah. Good morning, Yankee Ribbon. Nice to have you here. Didn't get a notice? Well, don't feel crapped on because there's a lot of things nobody's getting anymore from YouTube. Their advancements in technology are just stellar anymore. So. It's like a car, you know. Once you buy the car, you don't want to put no more money into it. That's what YouTube is.
Oh, dog! It's the first time in like 5 days that I've been over 700, and this is the first time I've gotten up in the morning that I ain't been below 700.
Huh?
They all kind of stuck last night, but of course during the week I've lost about 80, so I should be working at 800 instead of 700. That's all.
That'd have been like Larry Hunter's truck. I wouldn't want to put no money in it to start with.
That's right. What it is, probably a majority of those people that were your channel followers were just out to get you to show them some love back, and then they cancel you out. There's a lot of them that do that. And then again, YouTube is going through and cleaning out. I've lost about 80, but right now, since I lost the 80, I've made up that 80 and I've made about 60. So, you know.
I don't ever check mine.
That's the first thing I do every morning. I see what I got when I go to sleep, and I see what I got when I get up in the morning.
Ain't gonna make me much difference anyway.
Well, gosh, I just like them. If I get them, I like to keep them, or at least keep half of them. But I'd go ahead and I'd get 20, and they take away 25.
Yeah, a lot of time that's the trolls. They don't want you to get to 1,000, so they all sub you. Then they all sub you, then they don't unsub you. Yeah, it hurts your ratings.
That's where you go back later and check, see who your subscribers are, or what subscriptions you have, and just delete them suckers out.
You can't do that by date, can you? Like the last few days.
Good morning, Al.
Well, they had me for like 3 or 4 days. I could not check another channel out and ring their bell or whatever. And they kept telling me I had more subscriptions than I had subscribers. Ain't that the way it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
But I had to go back in and take off a bunch of people that I didn't go to their channel to, and people that didn't come into my channel, and take out about 100 or so. Now I could go, now I can go ahead and get back to doing what I was doing.
I have I've never unsubbed anybody. I've blocked a few channels, but I've never unsubbed them. Yeah, even the ones that I've blocked, I've never unsubbed.
Well, it put me in a situation where I had to, or I couldn't subscribe to anybody else.
Right. Well, what they do is some of these times when you have a bunch of subs like that, or it does that, you have to wait a couple of days and then you can start doing it again.
Yeah, I waited 3 days. That's what I was told. I waited 3 days and that didn't work. So as soon as I clicked off a couple of them, I was able to go ahead and go back, because there was people that I needed to get back to. I wasn't able to do it. So it all seems good right now.
Right.
So that's all that matters.
Yeah, I know, RV. Well, the ones I blocked were just, they come in, and start the crap or whatever. So I just, instead of having them keep coming in and, calling, the channel names or starting crap, I had one that had a wrench come in here, and he said, the first thing he said was, "Take away my wrench or you're going to regret it." And I said, "What's going on?" Wham, bam, thank you. He started blocking everybody up, and I'm aware. So I ended up taking away his wrench and blocking him.
Well,
and he did that for the reason why he done it is because he didn't agree with my way of thinking. And what I told him, or what I said, is if I lived on the border, I would own a backhoe and a dump truck, a line, and they started running across my property and start shooting. And he didn't know, you're a racist, you're a murderer, and well, you know what? That's the way I'm thinking. If you're thinking that you want to have them all come in this country, then have them come live with you. And
there's nothing wrong with that, dog.
They live down there.
Yeah. Go ahead and live down there. See what happens.
I'd probably have a change of attitude.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of people on the border down there in Texas that actually will put out barrels of water every so often, so they don't die of thirst and die on their property. People's got thousands of acres down there.
Right. I was watching an interview the other day, and they asked this guy how many illegal aliens have been caught crossing his property. And he said since 1990 or something like that, there's been over 500,000 alone crossing his property that's been caught. And that's not the ones that didn't get caught.
Wonder if he's ever found any dope or money.
Probably.
Yeah, that's mainly that's one thing they make sure they bring over instead of food and water and stuff like that. They make sure they bring that big backpack of dope and stuff so they can live on when they get here.
That's right, there are. I agree. They should come in here legally. And these people are painting, butter coating it or whatever you want to call it by calling, illegal immigration. It's not. There's no such thing as illegal immigration. Immigration is when you come into someplace legally. Immigrant. You're a legal immigrant. When you come here someplace, if you're here and you're not supposed to be here, you're an alien. You're an illegal alien. So.
Hey, Doug, did you see the news this morning about they got it passed through to where these federal workers are going to get their back pay like right now so they can pay their bills?
Yeah, the Senate did a bill like that, and every Republican voted for it, and then the Democrats didn't vote for it. So that
just tells you the Democrats do not want to open the government back up.
They don't. They don't want to open. They want open borders, and they don't want to open the government. So that just goes to show you they have their own agenda. So. And that bill basically just said, hey, we're not going to open the government, but let's get these people some money. They deserve it.
Yeah, it gets rough out there. You go a certain amount of time and you're living paycheck to paycheck. That can be pretty bad.
Now, that don't even make any sense there, Chris. Criminalize the distribution of drugs, not the use of it. Now, here's the point. It's supply and demand, okay? If there's no demand, you'll have no supply, okay? Now, if you supply, there will be a demand. So you have to criminalize both aspects of that coin. You have to criminalize it for bringing it in. You got to criminalize it for using it. Same way with hiring illegal workers. I think it should be automatic forfeiture of your business. Automatic. No ifs, ands, or buts. No appeal. No nothing. Automatic. Wham, bam, thank you, man. 2 days from now, we're going to sell this place.
Yeah, just go to the immigrants.
What's that?
I said, just go ahead and sell the place to the immigrants. Or the legal one.
If they're legal. There ain't no such thing as an illegal immigrant. So, but that's another story.
We'll just call them aliens.
That's right. That's all they are. Aliens.
Unidentified flying object.
You're exactly right, RV Lucky. And nobody could work for free either.
Because I think the people that are more mad than we are the people that waited for years to come in here legally. And these illegals are coming in and just, they're just letting them just stay here. And that pisses the ones that came in legally, that pisses them off more than it does us.
Right. No. Well, by that aspect out, then we should hold breweries and distilleries liable too for cirrhosis of the liver and alcoholism.
Yeah, that's a damn shame. If they didn't make it, I couldn't drink it.
Yeah.
So I blame it on the breweries.
Supply and demand. See, that's what I'm saying. You get rid of the supply, you have no demand.
Yeah, just like if they didn't have tobacco, I wouldn't have to smoke.
That's right.
It's like Walmart. They're contributing to the delinquency of me now.
Right.
They're selling liquor.
Now, where I live, it's a big county, and there's only, I'm talking about like, what is it, 20, 40 miles by about 40-mile square area. There's only one liquor store in the county that you can buy, buy hard liquor at, and that's the Kroger store.
Huh.
The only place you can buy it if you want to buy any whiskey or anything above, 40 proof.
Right. Well, there's this senator or representative, I don't know, I think it's a representative from Arizona or whatever, or Oklahoma, or I can't remember, Colorado, wants to make it so if you watch porn, you get taxed on it, and you have to pay a tax on watching porn, and that tax on porn will go to pay for the wall. And one guy commented, he said, "Oh my God, I hope they don't make that retroactive because I'll have to pay for that wall single-handedly."
I don't know what to say about that.
Well, I agree too. There, you gotta have tougher laws on each side. You got to have tougher laws for supply, tougher laws for demand, tougher laws for for the employers, and we got to have a different immigration reform policy. But we also need to have border security. Just because just because you don't want them to come in because jobs and stuff like that doesn't mean the bad ones ain't coming in. They're not coming in to look for a job. They're coming in to do their crimes or whatever. So you still need a border wall. Barrier. And then that way, if you got 60 or 70% of the country, 60% of the country with a barrier wall that you can't get over, around, or under, that means there's only 40% of that place where you actively have to have a bunch of border patrol to keep the place safe. It's a whole lot easier doing 1,000 miles than it is doing 2,000 miles. And right now, it's going to be like 50%. If they pass, would be about 50% of the wall. The country would be a barrier. It would be around 850 miles away, and 50%, about 40% of the country would have a barrier. So,
I just get me in here to you and go around Baja.
The bad ones are flying in from Canada. I don't know how they're flying in, because if they're bad, generally they're on a no-fly list. Most of them that get caught here are already on the FBI warrant, the watch list, or the Homeland Security watch list. Most of the terrorists that come walking through are already on the watch list. They catch them here and they find them, and they were on the watch list.
Yeah, but the new bad ones aren't on any list yet.
You're right. No.
Somebody's willing to blow herself up, they won't be on the list.
Right. Because we don't have enough money to support everybody. You know that, don't you, RV Lucky? We ain't got enough money to support ourselves anymore. So, and if we annex clear to the North Pole, they wanted to make Canada, United States, and Mexico all one country. They wanted to get that done before 2025. This was like 10, 15 years ago, I heard that. They wanted to make it all one country. And if they did, then we wouldn't need a border wall, would we? But the economic aid going down to some states would be so huge, it'd be pathetic. So.
Yeah, it looked like a nest full of little birds. All got their head out.
Yep. I just wish they would come to the table and start talking both sides. You know, it's got to be a give and take. There cannot be not one damn thing off the table. It's got to be give and take. Okay, well, you want DACA? Okay, we're going to give you DACA for $2 million. But if I give you DACA for $2 million, I want $3.5 billion for a wall or for a barrier.
They just need to get
No, then why should I give you something if you won't give me anything?
they just need to get the monopoly game out.
Right.
Redraw the board.
I beg to differ there, Alf. No, not most terrorists are too lazy. If they put in the hours to do this stuff, they're not too lazy to walk. Because what they want to do is they want to mix in with everybody else, and when they get in here, hopefully they can get in here and disperse. So they're not too lazy to walk. So, and a lot of them don't walk hundreds of miles anyways. They'll come right up to they'll ride up to the border or whatever, and then they'll wait for the group to get in there. Then they mingle in with them and walk across. So. Yeah, I know we support. It's got to be to a point we got to start supporting America first, and then if there's anything left, go to other countries. So, I seen a thing the other day on how much support we give. You know, we give Iran.
There wouldn't be nothing left.
Yeah, you know, we give Iran like $3.2 billion every year for support, for economic aid. For a country that hates our guts, we give them $3.2 billion in aid every year. Why do we do that? I have no idea. We give Israel $3.5 billion a year. And the reason why we do that is because they are an ally. They're one of the best friends we have in Asian, in the Asian, whatever it's called. So, in the Middle East, one of the best, friends we have. Practically our only friend. We give Egypt billions of dollars. So.
Why is it called middle?
Huh?
Why is it called middle?
I have no idea. It's in the middle of everywhere. I don't know. Middle of Asia. I don't know. So. It's on the east side, but in the middle of the east side. So.
In the middle of controversy.
There you go. But we give so much economic aid to so many other people, and if we didn't do that, so many other countries, if we didn't give them so much economic aid, we wouldn't have the $22 trillion deficit that we're facing. We'd be nowhere near that. So. Oh, I know. Their money comes from corporations. I all know that. We all know. I think they ought to wear jackets saying who their sponsors are, just like NASCAR. I think it ought to be public on the office door. My main supporters are Philip Morris, Bayer, Dow, Monsanto. You know, even though Bayer and Dow and Monsanto are all the same company, but they all have different divisions and they all put out different lobbyists. So I think they all, GM, Ford, Chrysler, every one of them lobbyists have got, or them corporations have got lobbyists. Boeing, Kenmore, Frigidaire, they all got lobbyists.
You couldn't get that many names on a t-shirt.
That's right. And you don't make $175,000 a year, okay, and be there for 15 years and end up being worth $100 million. Something's wrong. Something's up. And like I said before, insider trading is against the law for everybody, except for politicians. Wall Street can call up a politician and say, hey, we are going to sell this stock tomorrow, so you might want to buy it today.
They got a great investment plan.
Yep. They can do that legally. The reason why Martha Stewart went to prison is because she lied about where she got her insider trading. She was at a political party with a bunch of politicians, and there were some people from Wall Street there telling, some politicians what to buy and what to not to buy. And she was sitting there listening.
Well, you want
she told them they wanted to know about it. If it was insider trading or not, she lied about where she got her information. That's why she went to prison.
You got to protect your source.
Yeah. She didn't go to prison for insider trading. She went to prison for lying to the FBI about where she got it. So they knew where she got it because they all knew where it come from.
Wonder what she's made since she got out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Cecil Keener testing blue polish on a vintage snowmobile. So. Well, I'd like to see him drain the swamp too. I believe if they started doing that, it would take 100 years to convict them all because they would go through the rigmarole of appealing this and appealing that. And there are so many politicians that are so crooked that they should spend the rest of their life in prison or hang from the gallows.
Well, if you ever get the swamp drained, it'll take 100 years for it to dry up.
You're right. And it all started after Kennedy got shot. There used to be honest politicians, and then when Kennedy got shot, the Warren Commission said, hey, here's what we found out. You guys can't see it for 75 years. You know why? Because the people involved would all be dead in 75 years. That's why. That's exactly the reason. So it is some type of reason. It is. You got to canoe down the yard, right now. No. I'll tell you what, I used to get watching a lot of living out there, taking a snowblower out there and running a snowblower out to the chicken coop. That was funny, man. That was hilarious. No. But, like I said, the Warren Commission. Right now, I can't even remember what the commission was named after the 911, but that's 25 years. Why? Because in 25 years, everybody that was involved with that is going to be dead too. Unless they absolutely live to be over 105 years old or whatever. And I think one of them just passed away. So, a couple weeks ago. So. Well, what would you rather talk about? Hey, everybody, let's go talk about Tupac. Anybody know anything about Tupac? I have no idea. No. It's current events. It's current events. You should be in on this too, because it's affecting you just like it's affecting everybody else. Don't mess up the key.
Yeah.
It is. It's affecting you, Steve, just as much as it's affecting everybody else. And quite frankly, if you've been paying attention, you should be really discouraged on how the politics has changed in the last 50 years. And you can ask Junkhead, he's older. And Bobby Moore, how old are you, Bobby?
I'll be 65 in April.
How much has politics changed since 1965?
Hell. It's a whole complete different world.
It is, isn't it? They used to have respect for the taxpayer and the voter and the citizen back in the 60s. After they shot and killed Kennedy, everything's been out the door. It's all about greed.
Yeah, I remember I was in like 3rd grade or something like that when Kennedy got shot, and they announced it over the loudspeaker. And of course, then I didn't think a whole lot about it really, because heck, I was only like, 8 years old or something like that, 9 years, I don't know. But I thought, well, the first thing that came to my mind at the time was, what, dummies riding around in a convertible? And then as I got older, I was like, I still believe that was planned by the CIA just to get him out of office.
What's your take on it, Junkyard?
Oh, it could very well be. I don't know. Really don't know.
I always thought it was Johnson. Johnson and Halliburton, because Johnson was in ties with Halliburton. Halliburton was in on the Vietnam, and it was between two things. It was either Treasury or Johnson and Halliburton.
What the odd thing was when Ruby shot Oswald to shut him up.
Yeah, that right there confirmed it was a cover-up. So, and the reason why he shut him up is because he knew that Osborne would bust, and he would, he would talk. And what should have happened is Osborne should have started talking as soon as he was in custody, and got a lawyer. And I can guarantee you, Osborne was a marksman at best, and he couldn't make that shot. There's no damn way he could have made that shot.
I think Oswald had Russian ties back then too.
Yeah.
And then,
there'd
be a big investigation. There'd be a big investigation now.
Yeah.
No. It wasn't back then.
Take a pill, Steve. There you go. Yeah. I kept calling him Osborne. Oswald. I'm sorry, Osborne. But it was either the reserve, okay, or it was Halliburton and Johnson. Now Halliburton and Johnson, because the reason why I say that is because Vietnam War was going, and Kennedy wanted to pull out of the Vietnam War, and that was a money-making proposition for Halliburton and Johnson.
Wars always make money.
You're right. So, Halliburton is nothing but a warmonger.
They contribute to the debt, but they make money for some people.
Yep.
Ask Bush.
You're right.
Yeah, you got to think about that Vietnam War. What the heck was it about? It was about nothing.
Yep.
And nobody won, but we lost. I mean, I can see we lost because we lost a lot of, like a lot of good veterans. Like I know a good buddy that there's no television coverage, no nothing about it. Walked into a gas station and there was two black guys were robbing the place. One of the guys shot him with a 45 hollow point in the stomach, knocked him down, and he got up and killed most of the suckers. And no civilians got hurt other than him. And you think they'd put that on the news? Hell no.
No.
Because that makes it look good that they want to take away our guns, and that shows one reason why people should carry guns, to stop stuff like that. And the Democrats are against our veterans. They don't want to give them any money or anything. And that's the people that come and actually help out when they get back out of the service. So it's just a beautiful thing.
According to the government, everybody that's ever served in the U.S. military has a mental problem and shouldn't be allowed to have guns. And the reason why they say that is because they don't want a bunch of trained killers running around protecting the country against the government. That's why they say that.
Well, I believe a lot of them do have a mental problem, but it's not because they actually served. I think it's just a mental problem because they did too many damn drugs while they was over there.
Probably.
Or they're just trying to draw a pension.
I'm mentally challenged.
Because I've met a lot of people that, you know, growing up and stuff, a lot of people that were over in Vietnam, they come back perfectly normal.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe on a little crazy side because they love their guns and stuff, but they were normal people. I mean, I didn't know anybody that came back when I was younger.
I knew people was crazier when they went in than it was when they come back.
Yeah, they got a life reality check right there.
Well, yeah, that's what they used to do. I remember when I was, younger. If you got into trouble, they gave you a choice: you want to go to prison or you want to go ahead and join the military. And they took joining the military instead, and that should have straightened them out quite a bit.
I had some of my unit like that. They're doing 2 years. They could have got 2 years in prison or 2 years in the military.
I don't know. Can everybody see Bobby and Junkyard? Bobby Sprinkle says he can only see just me. I don't have it blocked. So.
Well, I see Junkyard when he gets up.
Yeah. It's got to be something with YouTube. It's not with me because I don't have myself blocked. Now there's Bobby, and there's Junkyard.
Yeah, like when I start talking, you should see me.
I do.
Okay, so everything's okay on on Iron Dog's side. So if anybody's got a problem, they might need to refresh or something like that.
You see me?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Yankee Living says, back, I should attach the ice skates to the canoe, I guess. That's funny. Sliding away. What's funny is you get them chickens out there, they come running out of the coop, and all of a sudden they start sliding on that ice. And it's funny because I've seen it done lots of times. They'll come running out, and next thing you know, they'll try to stop. And when they stop, they'll dig 1 foot in, and they'll turn around backwards and start sliding until they finally can get a grip and dig in enough to stop.
I seen a guy skiing one time. They hollered at him, "Are you ready?" He said, "Paddle your canoe."
No, I don't have a camera locked on me. So it's got to be a glitch with YouTube. I don't have it locked on me. It would have a white frame around it. So, and if I had it locked on me, okay, I do have it locked on me now. Go ahead and say something, Junkyard.
Something.
Okay, say something, Bobby.
No, just cough. How's that?
Okay, that's fine. It didn't change. The screen didn't change. Now I took it off of me, and I can see Junkyard when he talks. I can see Bobby when they talk. It's got to be something in the in the YouTube, I guess. Yeah. There's no white box around my picture, so yeah.
It's just Grizz. Can't see straight.
The government's probably got their finger in it.
That's right. Got that Rocky Mountain High going on, Mountain Water High. So.
I like that camera. I like that camera.
Hey, Iron Dog, I did figure out that panties can be put on your head if you do it the right way. You flip around where you got the big hole to put your face through. The sides to go ahead and keep your ears warm.
There you go.
I know. I tried it last night.
Were they clean or dirty?
Fresh out of my.
Fresh right out of the. See?
Yeah, fresh right out of the bag.
Fresh out of the bag.
Fresh out of the bag. Of course, I don't know who had them on over in China.
Soiled panties. So.
No, they looked and smelled okay, so I figured it was okay.
Yeah, I can lock it on him. There's Bobby. Say hi, Bobby.
How you doing there?
Okay, I just locked it on Bobby. Say hi, Junkyard.
Hi, Junkyard.
See, I locked it on him too. And hi. It's a glitch with YouTube, so. Hey, water just ain't for dinner, Well, I'm sorry. Just consider me video and them two radio. So it'd be like when you're watching TV news and they have an interviewer on the phone. So, and on the phone is Junkyard and Bobby McNutt. I weren't even locked it on them that didn't work. So they couldn't even see you then. No.
You've heard that song Beer for Breakfast in Texas?
Yeah. Yep. That happened a few weeks ago, and then it happened to Picker Rick too, because he come in and said, "Hey, what's going on with the camera?" Then all of a sudden he did a live stream, and it happened to him too. So. Just seems to me they would put some money.
Can y'all see it? Can y'all see us in the little panel down there at the bottom?
Yeah, I got everybody in the little box.
Yeah, I can see you.
Can
you guys see the little panel?
Yeah, but can they see us in the little panel?
You just won't eat breakfast until it's fixed? Okay.
Y'all don't even see a little panel?
There's no little panel there either, they said.
Well, I've had that happen to me with there's no little panel. But when people start talking, they pop up. It's just YouTube getting crazier and crazier.
Right. There's Junkyard going to get his marching orders. Rilla World, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here.
It sure is. Welcome, Rindus.
Now, can you see Bobby McNutt, Rinda?
Well, not until I start talking. But you should have a panel down there.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I've noticed half the time they pop up, half the time they don't.
Right. Not at all. Okay. It's got to be a YouTube glitch. So I'm not too worried about it as long as you guys can hear them. So.
Yeah, we'll just sit around and stare at you, dog, and we'll just make noise. That just saves us from typing.
That's right. Well, you know, I am damn good looking, so you can stare at me all you want.
That's not what. Well, no, I'll stay away from that one.
That ain't what Kathy says. I know. She says I got a face only a mother could love.
Well, actually, I was going to say that's what your dog says. Because you don't look like a dog.
That's right. Hi, Red. Where's Red at?
She's laying here behind me. Laying here sleeping. I got the camera kind of set up closer and higher, so you don't see as much junk around here.
She's smarter than all of us. She's still taking a nap. A blind mother. That's right, Yankee, a blind mother. That's right. You're home. Why are you home? I thought today was your day you had to work. So you didn't work Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. No, you didn't work Monday because Tom had to have surgery Tuesday. So you went and took Tom to Boston Tuesday or Monday night. Tuesday he had his operation. Wednesday he recovered, and you didn't work then, and now you're not working today. Talk about a slacker. You could have dropped him off in Boston, went to work, come back, found out he was okay, got up 5 hours early, drove from Boston to work, went to work, then come back, take a 5-hour drive and come back, sleep 2 hours, and then you could have took him home. I don't find anything wrong with that. You didn't put in enough effort, evidently, Brenda. Good morning, Tom. She's still sleeping there, Al. She is. More power to her. I have no idea what time she went to bed. I actually slept most of the night. I fell asleep around 11 o'clock or something like that, and I woke up at 10 after 5 this morning.
Yeah, I kind of slept the whole time my eyes were closed.
That could probably have something to do with the anesthetics there, Linda. When I had my hip operation, a couple days after I got home, I had severe migraine so bad that it was killing me. And I ended up, my wife took me to the hospital emergency room because it was just mind-numbing. So.
Yeah, I had about 3 years ago. I had both eyes done. I guess they were getting cataracts. They put in special lenses in the back. They got one eye that's far sighted and one's nearsighted. So they was able to correct that, that way by putting special lenses in there. So pretty much got 20/20 vision now.
That's good.
I thought so. I didn't think it, bothered me a bit. Because they gave me something that said, this is probably going to put you to sleep. Because all it did was wake me up. So I was talking the whole time and, remember everything that happened. But it wasn't bad. They just put a little slit there, go in and, send you home. Or at least the doctor.
Fine. How are you doing? Nice to be here. You're looking lovely as ever.
Hey, Carolyn. Good morning, Bobby. Yeah, it's terrible when you got people here with the same name like that.
Should make that Dollar Tree stock go up yesterday.
Oh, I bet she did. I have to watch it. So
that's the reason he's feeling bad today.
Yeah, ain't got enough money for gas. Spent all the money last night. Got to wait for a paycheck so they can get money for gas to go to work. I use readers in the too, but I don't have them here.
Only she only bought 17 things.
Yeah. I bought that auction hall out of Stockbridge, Michigan at the the back road bar, back street bar. And when I brought it home, I'm starting to go through everything, and there was a pair of glasses in there. And well, these are real glasses because they're glass. And I put them on. Hell, I could see perfect with them. I said, that's what I needed. So
I put a screen on an iPhone one time. Those little old pentalobe screws. So I did have to go down and buy me a couple of them 3X glasses because they are tiny, tiny, tiny.
I got them jewelry glasses.
There ain't a screw smaller than an iPhone screw.
Right. Now, what'd you have to use for a screwdriver?
You gotta have a special pentalobe screwdriver. It's a 5-sided screwdriver.
Oh yeah.
There's 2 screws on the bottom that it takes that. The rest of them are different, but there's 2 of those. That was on the iPhone 4 or 5. I said, well, I'll never do that again.
Yeah. Yes, I got to go to the store, Bobby, and I got to pick up some carrots and some cabbage, some beef broth, maybe some beef bouillon, and some stuff to make my next batch of wine. But I'll get that stuff at the Dollar Tree, and the cabbage and the carrots I'll get at the store. So
somebody can go take my place to the dentist today.
I said I would take that out for you.
I mean, you can take my place going.
Yeah, but see, I'll be more gentle than the dentist, so they're.
I bet you will.
Yeah, I'll put one knee on your forehead and one knee on your chin. I'll open up that mouth nice and big, reach right in there and grab that right out for you.
Get that air chisel.
I'll trust me, I won't feel a thing. That's right. I got an air chisel. I used to have a jackhammer too. That was a good deal. I came at an auction for $5.
I got some jackhammer bits. I'd like to have a jackhammer.
I bought one for $5. It wasn't a pneumatic, it was electric.
You still got it?
No. I bought it for $5 at an auction. I brought it home and it had 2 bits with it. It had the chisel and the spike. And I used it. I broke up a wall with it, and I didn't see the need to keep it because I didn't have, no need for it. And I put it in a garage sale and sold it for $40. So.
I made some air compressors out there at Votech. They the V8s, and they run the motor on 4 cylinders and pumped air on the other 4 cylinders.
Oh yeah.
And they would put out the air.
Oh yeah.
In fact, they put a diesel head on one side and a gas head on the other side on them old 350s when they had the 350 diesels.
Right.
They put the diesel head had higher compression.
Right.
Run check valves out of it. I've got a gasoline motor. I put the camshaft in and changed the exhaust lobe around the exhaust lobe where it's open on the way down instead of up, and it sucks air on the intake, sucks air on the exhaust. It pushes air into the spark plug hole. Just had to retime the exhaust lobe. So I had to cut the camshaft in half and turn it so that it'd be retimed and weld it back together.
Right.
It works pretty good. I drove it with another motor.
Now, my dad used to have an old air compressor that was made out of a refrigerator compressor.
Yeah, this one I got puts out a lot of air. I mean, it's just a 3.5 horse Briggs and Stratton lawnmower motor, but it puts out a lot of air.
Yeah.
It's about 9 or 10 cubic inch. I've been wanting to redo me one of those 28 cubic inch motors.
Hmm.
It put out a lot of air.
You need coffee, Linda?
And it pumps about 120, 30 pounds.
That is Junkyard Talking and Bobby McNutt. Yes, I did. I did this morning. I will watch that today.
If a guy could find it, you know, they made a commercial air compressor out of the Ford motors at the 302, and it's got a special cam that retimes the valves on one bank. If a guy could find that camshaft, you can make one real easy.
Right. Now I got a friend that used to race go-karts. His son used to race go-karts, and they used a 5 horsepower Briggs and Stratton. That's the most you could use, and it was an alcohol burning go-kart. But he took his motor down to a small engine repairman, and they were looking at it. And this guy has done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of go-kart motors. And this guy pulled the cam out, put it in this special machine that he made, which was hydraulic, and this thing actually twisted the cam after he heated it up a little bit, but it twisted the cam 5 degrees. And when it twisted the cam 5 degrees, it made about I don't know, 8 or 9 horsepower difference. The thing was like a 17 horse or something like that when it was all said and done.
Yeah, if you advance the camshaft, it'll bring more torque and all on the low end. If you retard the camshaft, it'll put it on the top end.
Right.
That's when you always degree a cam in a car motor. It might be 2, 3, 3, 4 degrees off.
Right. Did you watch Moonshiners last night, Junkyard?
I watched most of it. I went to sleep part of it, but I watched 90% of it. I seen where they found the 2 gallon of moonshine in the wall.
That old
and I seen where they got stuck. Or ran out of gas.
No.
They ran out of gas, didn't they?
Wasn't that popcorn that made moonshine?
Yeah. But they said it had soured or something, didn't they?
I have no idea. I didn't watch it. So I just seen part of it, or a trailer of it.
Well, when they got stuck, didn't they run out of gas? Why would you even go in off the road without enough gas?
Yeah. No, that's all fake. You can't tell me they're out there making moonshine, and then the cops don't. That's all fake.
I don't ever let my vehicle get under a half a tank. If it's a half a tank, I'm looking for a gas station.
Yeah, that's because you live 20 miles from the nearest gas station.
Well, it's a little over 20. That's the reason I keep a extra supply around too. I've always got 4 or 5 gallon.
Yeah.
Have to rotate the stock.
Now, do you ever put stable in your on gas cans?
I never do use it. I just try to keep it. But if it sits there 30 days or so, I pour it to pick up and use it.
Right.
I pour a little bit of either K100 or something like that in my pickup every once in a while. But I have changed the fuel pump in my S10. I've had it for 25 years, and I have never found any trace of water in one.
Huh.
Even running, I always run the 10%. It might accumulate water if it sit there and sit there and sit there.
Good morning, Tim. I used to run in my old pickup. I would go to the gas station and I would put like $20 of unleaded in, and then I'd go to the same pump, and then that pump had E85 in there too. So I'd pump $20 worth of the regular gas in, and then I would regular unleaded, and then I would pump in $10 worth of E85.
Now E85 just moonshine with a little gas in it. All right, 85%.
Yeah. Well, you know, that does work pretty good, but you gotta make sure. Huh?
We can't get that down here. 10%. 10% ethanol is all we can get down here.
Yeah. Well, I used to do that E85, and I did it for, I don't know, a couple of years, and then the fuel pump went out of my pickup, and I think, well, maybe that had something to do with it, but I don't know. Couldn't tell you if it did or not, but this Ford I got, it's a 2011, and it won't accept E85.
I do know that I burn 100% in my lawnmowers and everything.
Right.
You know, there's 2 stations down in Hugo where you can get straight gasoline. And that's all I buy. That's what I usually keep in my jugs. Is straight gas. But I do know that if I run my Ford Ranger, like going to Oklahoma City, I'll fill up at Shawnee, and Murphy's there's got straight gas or 10%, and I'll put straight gas in it going to Oklahoma City, and then fill up on the way back, and I will get about 26, 27 miles a gallon, where the E10 gets about 24 to 25 miles per gallon. It does make a difference. You know, it's a 200-mile drive.
Right.
So I'm doing like 400 miles, I can tell on that.
All right. Welcome back. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When I come back, I'll be almost, you know, pure gas.
Right.
And I can tell the difference coming the last 150, 200 miles. Because I'll run it from Shawnee to Hugo, and I'll fill it up and see exactly what it holds and check my mileage. And it's usually about 27.
That's pretty good.
You guys are old enough to remember. Okay, you guys old enough to remember back in like around 70 or whatever, when they had the good regular gas. You get that Sunoco 260. It seemed like that stuff run forever and a lot of horsepower. Now this crap they got now, I don't even like.
Good old leaded gas.
Well, you can get regular gas up to about 1980, and then after that you couldn't get it.
Yeah,
that's a good gas.
Probably up in the later 80s here. I remember getting gas for $27.9 in high school. I bought a new pickup in my high school year, and it didn't get that great of gas mileage. It's a Chevrolet half ton, 350, and but you still couldn't squeeze $5 in it.
Right.
You know, if you had a half tank, you might put $2 or $3 in it.
Yeah, I remember I was in Kentucky. You know, back then when I was in high school, you could go ahead, you get a pack of cigarettes for 18 cents a pack, or a gallon of gas for 18 cents. You know, a gallon.
Yeah, we go across the border over in Texas, and they'd have gas wars over there, and it'd be like $27.9 over here, and it'd be 13, 14 cents over there. And we used to bale hay. We had a barrel in the back of our pickup, and we'd go over there and fill that 55-gallon barrel up over there. We could buy it cheaper than we could with bar meats here.
Right.
We'd go in there and ask them if they cared if we got 55-gallon or 50-gallon. They said, no, it's there to sell. That's what we want to do, sell it. And diesel was even
Yeah.
cheaper. You know, diesel
Yeah,
back
Okay,
I used
now
to
that's
buy a regular additive for the small engines with an octane booster in it. So, and you know that way it eliminates a lot of that spark knocking you get from the the small engine. You know, the bucking and the coughing and all that other stuff you can get. It helps keep the carburetor clean and all that other good happy horse crap.
back then, you know, diesel, they just give it away almost. We had one diesel tractor and we had rest of them was gas. But you know, nobody burnt diesel.
Yeah, well, diesel byproduct of refining that, gas, and that's why they used to dump it because it was worthless.
Yeah, I used to work. I worked for Brown Root, and I worked at that refinery in Wynnewood, that cat cracker there. You know, all it is a big steel's all it is. You know,
right?
And the diesels and oils come off the bottom to the middle. The better grade gases and all come off the top. You know, it takes more energy to make it.
Right.
Your real high octane gases come off the very top. Your aviation fuels, 101 octane, 110 octane.
Yep.
Your middle, your kerosene is right above your diesels.
Yeah, well, that's the question I have. Why in heck was it you could go ahead and diesel was so much cheaper, almost nothing. And now diesel is always higher and it's not as refined. It's easier to make.
It's just supply and demand.
You're right.
Yeah, but it only hurts the truckers.
Yeah, it hurts truckers.
It does.
Well, it gets to me too because I heat on number 2 fuel oil. And it's ridiculous what I got to pay for that. When I first started using it, it was like 78 cents a gallon. I've seen it as high as $4 a gallon.
My neighbor was over the road trucker, and he had one of them. He had the Cummins and he had a Caterpillar, and he went and got one of those new N14 Detroits. They're real efficient.
Oh yeah.
And he got 1 mile per gallon. He went from like 5 to 6 to 6 to 7 miles per gallon. And that 1 mile per gallon would make his truck payment.
Yeah.
$2,200-$2,300 a month. It would make his truck payment. Just that 1 mile per gallon.
Have you ever thought of using vegetable oil or cooking oil there, Bobby?
I've heard about it, but I've never.
See, oil's got about 140,000 BTUs per gallon, and gas has got about 110,000 or so BTUs per gallon. So, any kind of oil's got more BTUs per gallon.
Right. Well, he uses oil to heat with, and I'm not for sure, but I'm assuming you can go to these restaurants, pick up their cooking oil and stuff, strain it real good, and you could probably use that.
I'm wanting to make me a used oil burner. You can make those little simple ones.
Right.
I got quite a bit of used oil, and I could get a lot of used oil. But,
they used to go ahead and pay you for used oil. Now they charge you to haul it away.
Right.
Yeah, we had a 1,000-gallon tank out there, and we just dumped it out. But then they got the EPA deal, and we ended up having to pay them. I think it was 10 cents a gallon for them to come get it. At first they would come get it for free, and then we had to start paying them 10 cents a gallon to come by and pick it up.
Now, Carolyn, you can take a barrel and run a copper line from it into your wood burner, and you start your wood burner up with a little bit of wood, and then turn the petcock on that copper line and let that oil drip in there on the flame, and that'll heat just as hot as anything else. And you know, you don't need to put any wood in it anymore, because it's every time that drops down there, it lights on fire, and you know, you got a heat coming. My dad did that in the garage. But I worked for a trucking company, and they heated with oil, and they had 120 trucks here, and they had 450 trucks total. And every oil change they did, they saved the oil. And then they would start shipping oil from one company to another to make up the difference, you know, if they needed more oil to heat their shops with. I mean, they would bring in, you know, those totes or whatever you want to call them, you know, the baskets with the metal, or the metal baskets with the plastic containers in them. They would bring those up on flatbed trailers, and they would take the empty ones back. And, you know, if the shop down in South Carolina needed oil for their furnace, they'd run oil from there, you know. So.
There's a truck shop up here at Antlers. They work on trucks, and that they used oil. And they got I think it's 500-gallon tank out back, and it'll be toasty warm in there. But theirs is a commercial unit. It's it's a $3,000 or $4,000 stove.
When they did this one, there was a 4-bay garage, and this garage is, you know, 80 feet across and 120 feet wide or whatever. And so you could actually get a truck in and walk around it. But they put in this furnace, and it was $20-some thousand for this oil burning furnace, and to have it installed. And it would drive you out of there. It gets so damn hot.
Oh yeah, I get warm, hot. I went to the state fair one year. It was in, I think it was April 15th, and they had a real cold spell come through. It was below freezing up there at Oklahoma City. And this one guy had it was a tandem axle trailer, and he had a little building built on it, but he had a waste oil heater. And he had it running, and everybody would come up there and huddle up on that. You know, he said, well, this is the best day I ever had, because it was so cold.
Right.
The main thing on that oil is it's got to be vaporized good. You know, you can't flood it. If you flood it, it'll carbon up. You ever sit around a fire and take a little old, sometimes we'll be drinking beer or whiskey, and we'll sit around the fire, and we'll have a little oil and put it in a little can, and you throw it on that fire, and it's almost like throwing gasoline on it.
Right. All right, there, Junkyard, it's time to go. So give them a 30-minute little introduction of your channel.
I'm a jack of all trades and master of none. Do a little of this and do a little of that.
Okay, Bobby, go ahead and tell them what your channel is about.
Did you just say? Yeah, did you just say something to me, or?
Yeah, you. Go ahead and tell them what your channel's about.
What's the channel about?
Yeah, what's your channel? What your channel is about? Your YouTube channel.
Oh, it's about nothing.
It's about nothing. Okay. You guys all check out, make sure you guys, Junkyard, you and Bobby type in the chat room, so that way people can, you know, subscribe to you if they ain't subscribed to you. But I want to thank everybody for being here. I really do appreciate it. I enjoy the time we get to spend together. I think it's really cool. You all have a great day. God bless. Prayers and peace be with you. You all stay warm, stay dry. So, and you take care. And we will see you later. I'll be here tomorrow. Remember, Bobby Sprinkle is on Saturday and Sundays in the morning, so make sure you check out Bobby Sprinkle Saturday and Sunday. So, and we will see you guys later. Thank you, Bobby and Vic, for being here. I appreciate it.
See y'all.
Okay, it's been a pleasure there.
Have a great one, you guys.
I may not be able to talk tomorrow, but I'll see y'all.
All right. Well, it won't stop you from typing. So. So we'll see you guys later.